Hi, welcome, and thank you for joining us today. I'm Louise Hudson, and this is Gretchen Kother with Lee County Federated Republican Women. We're here today to do one of our candidate interviews, and today we're interviewing David Brian Snider. And so at this point in time, we're going to introduce him and let him tell you a little bit about him before we start questions.
Yes, my name is David Brian Snider. I go by Brian. Jal is my hometown. I've been a superintendent here in Jal for 5 years. I was an administrator in Jal and Odessa, Texas before that. I have 22 years of total experience in a school system. And I also served as the vice chairman of the Woolworth Trust, which owns and operates a ranch and also owns and operates the senior center here in Jal. So I've had a lot of experience with the ranch, with oil and gas, contracts, interests. The senior center has also taught me a lot about state government and how those governments can work together for a certain group of people. So we were able to work for the seniors in that area. And then I'm also able to help students in our public school system every day. So that's a little bit about me.
All right, great. Thanks. All right, so we'll go ahead and start with the questions now. Question number 1, what would your energy policy be for the state of New Mexico?
Okay, for the state of New Mexico, I really think that we need to be capitalizing on our natural resources. And my policy would be to work alongside natural resources as far as renewables, so solar and wind energy. You should be able to work alongside those. And the oil and gas industry, it really boosts those industries as well, because without the oil and gas as the backbone and the finances, it's really hard to have a good renewable industry that can sustain itself. Because I'm sorry, I think I lost you there for a minute. Am I still here? Yes, it's not sustainable the way it is. Also, I'd like to help remove the red tape from some of our laws, and some of our industry is being strangled out by red tape. For instance, it's hard to even get disposal permits right now. I'd like to see state agencies work alongside each other and make sure that the state is working efficiently as possible, so we can get a lot of these things accomplished. So that's mainly what my renewable energy alongside the oil and gas industry. I'm a 3rd generation oil and gas baby. So without the oil and gas industry, it's put bread on our tables for 3 generations now. It does have its dips, its ups and downs, but I don't know of any industry that doesn't.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next question. What would you do to put that policy into effect?
Okay, well, I just kind of touched on it a while ago, but what I'd like to do is work across state agencies, work with the land commissioner, the oil conservation division. You can work with, there are several state agencies that are already in place that are more than willing to work with each other. It's just maybe orchestrating that a little bit better and seeing a better picture of how it can be more efficient. Because efficiency seems to be a problem in a lot of states, and New Mexico is not immune to that, where we can make our industries and we can make all of our different organizations work in harmony together. And that's what it's going to take. We have to work together and not against each other.
Okay. All right, and question number 3, what would you do to improve New Mexico's education system?
You know, the New Mexico education system is a product of what's been put into it. And in my opinion, respectability to teaching is one of the largest areas that we can work on. And a lot of it, it's not just what can the school system do. Why are we going to beat the school system over the head? Sometimes it lies in what we can do as a citizen of New Mexico. Citizens of New Mexico have the most power in this. The school system, they have the kids most of the day. However, the parents have them at night. We need to work together once again. Working together is how we're going to get everything accomplished. There's no way that we can split up and not help each other out and ever accomplish anything meaningful. So that really is the same thing with the teacher. Looking at our programs, what's working, what's not working, making sure that we don't try to put and apply a cookie cutter approach. Cookie cutter approach works sometimes, but not in very many cases of education. Probably the economy is the same way. We have an incredibly diverse state. There's 4 corners and about 20 different things in the middle in New Mexico. It's very diverse. It's a diverse and beautiful state. I think what we need to do is start by doing that, keep and continue what's working, like our teacher recruitment programs. We're starting to see a little bit of a glimmer of things working to recruit new teachers. There is CES, which is a cooperative education system. There are a lot of programs like that that are taking people with bachelor degrees in unrelated fields, and they're able to apply them and turn it into a teaching degree within a year. You know, there's different things that are working. Let's go ahead and make those things, lift those up and make them a lot better than what they are, and then continue to work with them.
All right.
Okay. Well, that was our 3 questions that you already had ahead of time. So now we're going to ask you a few things that have been submitted to us. And the first one would be, given the current COVID-19 crisis, what is the #1 challenge for New Mexico?
The #1 challenge is going to be getting back on track. What are we going to do to jumpstart the economy? What are we going to do to make sure that education is going to be able to start in August, hopefully start in August where it left off? What are we going to do to make sure these kids are caught up to where they need to be? We've got a lot of challenges. We've probably got more challenges than at any time in recent history, but I really think, once again, the talent within New Mexico, we can get it all going again. That's what it's going to take.
All right, thank you. Well, we really appreciate you spending time with us this afternoon and participating in our candidate interview process. And at this time, we'd like you to go ahead and state your name and the district that you're running for, the position you're running for.
Yes, my name is David Brian Snider. I'm running for the House, District 61, and I hope to see everyone on June 2nd come out and vote.
All right. Well, again, thank you so much. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.